In this video, you will learn how you can create more overview in your SharePoint environment, so chaos will be no longer an issue. With this solution, every employee in your organization can save a lot of time, and that's what we want, right? This solution is especially suitable for organizations with more than 50 employees or your organization is growing fast. If you work a lot with projects, then we also recommend to watch this video.
We are Paul and Debbie from KB Works. Together with our team, we helped over 200 companies implement Microsoft 365 smarter on a lasting base. Our goal is to help you, give you some tips and insights to apply it to your organization. This will save you a lot of time, and that's our mission.
Today we are going to talk about a topic where many of our clients are struggling with, so maybe you are too. Paul, can you
elaborate on it? Yes, I can. Well, a lot of companies have the problem that they have SharePoint sites and they create new sites, and at the moment that they create a new site, some employee just makes a new library, shares the site, sets up new permissions. So what happens is that it's a lot of mess because nobody knows exactly what has happened in this organization, in this SharePoint environment. So that's one of the things that a lot of companies are struggling with.
And what is, if you can say like 2 or 3 things that they are see. So when I'm the business owner or the IT manager, what do I see in my SharePoint environment? Why I'm thinking what's going on, or this is terrible, or we need to fix this, or I get frustration, or...
Well, there are a couple of things, they have a lot of SharePoint sites that are not used, or they have a lot of storage which is duplicated.
What is the problem of that?
Well, you will pay extra around the storage. That's one problem. But the second problem is if something happens, you don't know where to search. If people get rights on or permissions on a SharePoint site or a library, they can share everything, but it's not compliant. So it's very important to build up a structure in this
because when it's not compliant, what's the
risk will be data breaches, data leaks. So data goes out of the company without that you know it. But also from an administrative perspective, you will not be able to handle everything. And sometimes people will be coming to you and say, hey, I got this SharePoint site, can you look at it? It's not working correctly. So I think that are a few of the things that are really important here.
So what can you do to solve this problem?
Well, what I would advise is to create a template, and in this template you build up a structure. This structure is your base of all templates, and you will make an automation around this. You can add approvals to it, so people need to be, they can add a site. So for example, they can say, I want to have a test site, and then they have to be sure that they fill in their name and their manager's name or IT, depending on the setup. And if they do that, then the IT or the manager can say, okay, it's okay to create this test site because I understand what you need it for. And then it will be created with the base template. So everything is in the correct settings. This also means that when something changes in your organization or in this template, you can update this through all SharePoint sites that are available.
So everything will be automatically, or are there some steps where there still is a person in between, or that's only when someone has to say, okay, you can do this when there's, I don't know, I want to do something what's not standard in the organization?
Well, of course you need to set it up correctly, but yes, that it could be done without any approval, but it could also be done with approval. And the nice thing is you can create a list and all sites will be there. So for the public to view, so your employees can view which sites are all there. Maybe don't have permissions yet, but that's a different thing. But this kind of things you can build in, and then on basis on that you can build a search dashboard which you can implement a nice design on which sites there are.
So, oh, this sounds fantastic, I think. And we already said in the intro, it's when is the
momentum?
Yeah, momentum, when it's interesting for your organization, because maybe you are a small organization, I mean small with like 12 employees or 15 employees, but you do a massive of numbers of projects. So every time you have to create a new SharePoint site, right? So yeah. We said above 50, maybe that's because of the investment of the cost and the policies and everything what comes with it. Yeah. But I can imagine that it's also really suitable and really a lot of
Yes, I understand your question.
Profits for
you want to
companies.
Say if a smaller company like an accounting agency or somebody who does a lot of projects, it's very important that they always have the same structure. They have, if they use metadata, then it should be always the same metadata. If they use folders, it should always be the same folders, the same structure, so it's recognizable for everybody in this company. And
yeah, so that's why it's also really a great solution for smaller companies with less employees, because they
it's an initial investment you have to do, and this investment the ROI on this investment is big. So it's
so let's summarize all the profits what these solutions is give your organization, because you already said like less cost. Well, I think every organization wants that, but that's a following thing, right? Yeah. Because you don't have you need less storage.
Exactly.
Less chaos.
Yeah.
There's more overview. Time saving.
On the
but also time saving searching for information, but also time saving of creating by hand a SharePoint site, right? Because you said it's automatically.
Yes, exactly. And I think one of the important parts is that the permissions are set up correctly. So sometimes we see that permission is set up in a template that people may add, but they cannot delete. And this is a discussion you have to have with the organization. But when you do that, you how do you say that? You get a right structure in your SharePoint sites. So it's really important to create this template and do it in a correct way. It will save a lot.
Okay, so we already had 4 benefits. Do you have more? Data leaks?
Data breaches, it will prevent, because you can already set up a sensitivity label for a website or the site or the documents libraries, everything that belongs to that container. Let's put it that way, because a site is basically a container, but that's maybe too technical.
Okay, well, sounds great. Well, if you want to read this again, well, of course, just see the video again, but on our website, kbworks.eu, or when you're Dutch, kbworks.nl. You can see on our website, we also have this as a part on our website. We write it down what you can do. So if you need help with this, we can help you build this solution. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel, because we know 95% of the people who are watching our videos are not subscribed, and with a bigger channel we can make more of those videos. Just please subscribe. If you want to see more video of us on over SharePoint or Teams, just click here and you see the next video.